Well, good morning, everyone. We'll begin the weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina for the period January 21st through the last day of January. My name is Brandon Locklear. I'm a forecaster for the National Weather Service in Raleigh. First off, we hope everyone managed to stay warm and safe over the weekend. It was definitely a very challenging forecast. We ended up with some of the highest snowfall totals in our county warning area were across near the North Carolina-Virginia border, where we had 6 to 7 inches of snowfall in Person County. The Triad had a good 3 to 5 inches, and we actually probably the part that one of the biggest changes was the axis of freeze and rain. Was a little bit further east than what we were expecting, maybe a couple of counties over to the east. And the epicenter seemed to be right around Johnston County, where we had a 1/2 inch to 2/3 of an inch of freezing ice. Again, I hope everyone was able to stay safe. It's never too late if you have some new or additional snow or ice reports to give. We're still taking them. So we'll go ahead and we'll begin. For this week's weather pattern, well, basically we're looking at temperatures warming up quite nicely at the beginning of this week, today and tomorrow. The bulk of the weather and the focus for this week is going to be in the middle to late period. As you can see in the upper right-hand corner, we're expecting to start seeing wetter conditions by midweek as a cold front moves into the area. And then as we get towards the end of the week and especially into the weekend, we'll see dry conditions and we'll see temperatures warming up. So we're actually expecting temperatures, a pretty good swing in temperatures this week. Coolish during the middle of the week when we're expecting the rain, and then warming back up by the weekend. If we look at the severe thunderstorm risk for the next several days, we're not expecting any. It's mid to late January, and as you can expect, typically our severe potential is very low. Here's the Weather Prediction Center rainfall forecast amounts. Notice as we get into the late Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe, you start seeing a lot more of the greens and blues. And we're expecting generally to see anywhere from about 1/4 to 1/2 inch in the west to as much as an inch of rain in the east. Now the front is going to move through Tuesday night, and by the time most people wake up Wednesday morning, they're going to be able to feel an appreciable difference and a lot colder air in place. And the front is supposed to stall along the coast Wednesday and Thursday, and that's why you see the higher amounts of rainfall in the east. One of the biggest questions we have is, and I know there's word out there, there's already a chance of possibly snow in the forecast again, is that once that front stalls along the coast on Thursday, there's supposed to be several waves expected to form along that front and move up the coast. And as I mentioned, the cold air coming in behind that front, there is right now currently a very low probability that we could see a little bit of wintry precip. And what you're seeing there is a 4 to 7 day winter weather outlook, and is showing a 10 to 30% probability of some winter weather. Right now, it looks like it would probably be rain or snow. So we're playing it really conservative right now. There is actually a lot of uncertainty. If you've ever heard of when we talk about ensemble members, it's a forecast. Whether it's the GFS or if it's a European, you have 51 different solutions within that forecast, and there is just a lot of variability. And if you were to look at every one of the members, for instance, of the European, there's 51 members. There may be only a handful of members showing appreciable snow across our area. So that's why the probabilities are so low, and we'll continue to monitor that potential over the next several days. Looking ahead to next week, you can see, look at that orange, guys. I mean, we're talking about, we're expecting high probabilities of seeing above normal temperatures, and don't be surprised to see temperatures next week into the 60s, and we may even see that by Sunday, by the weekend. So in summary, expect roller coaster temperatures this week. We'll warm up into the mid to upper 50s by tomorrow, and then when that front comes in, we're going to be cold and wet for Wednesday and Thursday. And then by the time we get into the weekend, we should see temperatures warming back up to possibly 60s, as I just alluded to. And check back with us by Wednesday. We should have a better handle on just how much, if any, snow or a mix of snow or rain that we could see by Thursday and Thursday night with that front as it stalls along the coast. Well, that's going to wrap it up. I'll have time for questions if we have any questions. Thanks, Virginia, for the comment. We appreciate you guys. I want to say that we got a lot of great reports of snow and ice over the weekend, whether it was through Coco Raws, if it was through our Skywarn. We got a lot of social media posts, but that helps us get the information out there, and that helps the decision makers to determine, hey, do we need to get, where do we need to direct some of the support and resources. So we appreciate all the help over the weekend. All right, I don't see any more. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you.